Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem B'kach Chodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the Akim doing his work, and to the sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, want to do this lesson. All right, going into the current events that's going on the planet Earth. All right, mainly in particular, okay, this Iran situation, all right, with Babylon, man. Okay. And these regular people, these regular Americans, they not paying attention to what the hell is going on. You know? They worried about well, can't say foosball no more, because foosball season is over. All right, but they worried about basketball. They worried about soccer, okay? Whatever madness, all right, and whatever wine, all right, that Esau has put out, all throughout Babylon, these people are wholly distracted, okay? But as you can see, all right, America, all right, has sent a lot of troops, all right, a lot of ships, and a lot of air defenses, okay, over to the Middle East, man, okay, to put pressure, all right, on Iran to accept a damn treaty. If look, man, from doing all the research, all the videos I done listened to, okay, and the previous knowledge, on the Iran and Amalek and Babylon turmoil, okay, if those Iranians are to accept, all right, this deal that Amalek and Babylon is giving them, man, they are completely folded and bended the knee, okay? And I think I said previously in the lesson, they got down on all fours, man. Because what Amalek and Babylon is demanding is too much. Okay, it's far too much. All right, you allowing a criminal to creep into your house and have his way with your wife and your children. Okay, while you done gave up the shotgun, you done gave up the guy. You ain't even got the goddamn kitchen knife. The kitchen knife gone. While this nigga get to come in with a gun, a knife, all right, and a damn drone missile. So, some of these articles, as Trump considers a second Iran attack, it could be deadlier than the first. And exactly, this is the second Iranian attack. All right, they already attacked Iran previously, and it didn't go how Babylon and Amalek thought it was gonna fucking go. Because they did that attack. All right, it looked powerful, it looked strong. Okay, but then Iran got to dropping bombs on Amalek. Okay, and Amalek defenses and that damn dome, that Astrodome. Gotta speak in code, man. That Astrodome, which the Astrodome in Houston is raggedy as all hell. It's falling apart. That's exactly what happened, when Iran shot on Amalek, man. Okay? And it's beautiful that we have the scriptures, man. It's beautiful that we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to where we can speak in code. To where brothers can understand what the hell we saying, and Esau can't flag it, because we speaking through the scriptures. We speaking as who these people really are. They the Amalekites, man. Okay, who stood in the way when we was leaving out of Egypt into the wilderness, man. These are those same fucking devils. Okay? But Iran was dropping them fucking hypersonic missiles with the goddamn halos over them. They had fucking, when you watch the video, man, the damn hypersonic missile had before they, when they drop out of orbit, when they drop down, they had like little halos on them, man. They was moving so fucking fast. Breaking the sound barrier, and was tearing shit apart in Amalek land. Okay, so it used to be just, oh, Iran can't have no nuclear missiles. They can't enrich no uranium. And all of a sudden, Iran can't have no hypersonic missiles. You know, and Iran would have to be a fool, to accept that fucking deal, man. But all of this is in the hands, all right, of Yahweh, man, the Most High. Okay, He's the one who determines what these nations, all right, are gonna do. Okay, because Iran has tried, man, for the longest. Since we've been in the truth. We've been following current events. We've been following these different skirmishes and shit that been going on. We've been seeing that Iran been trying to stay out the way. How Jake say, Iran been trying to stay out of the way of Amalek and Babylon, man. All right, but they are one of the last pieces, all right, on that New World Order chessboard, man. So they must go. Okay, they must go. All right, well they must totally and that's the only option. Either they go. All right, they get destroyed. All right. They turn on their leader. It got to be a mass civil war, which that's already failed. Or they gotta. I'm talking about they gotta completely emasculate themselves, man, to Esau. Okay, and from what we've been seeing, all right, with the way that Iran's stance is about Babylon and about Amalek, okay, they feel in their hearts. And I gotta say it like that, because this ain't the same effect. This ain't the same morale that Babylonian soldiers have. Babylonian soldiers have the morale of, hey, I'm trying to get a Hellcat. Hey, I'm trying to get health insurance. Hey, I'm trying to retire out this bitch. I'm trying to get disability. Okay, I'm trying to get my GI Bill. Oh, the rainbows. Oh, I'm trying to get a damn change. And Amalek, with the goddamn the sod, put the big mo on the end. Them guys, they actually do have a morale, all right, because they believe in a lie that they are the chosen people, man. So they have at least a little bit more morale than Babylon got, all right, but their numbers are few. All right, that's why the scriptures say the least of them should draw them out. Okay, because there ain't much on them motherfuckers, But they got the technology, they got the ICBMs, okay. They also got a lot of their Air Force is one of the best in the world, But when you look at them Persians, man, you see that they have a true hatred, okay, for Babylon and for Amalek, man. They burning fucking statues of Baal, man. What the hell does that tell you? And ultimately it's the Most High putting it into those people, man. To understand that, hey, man, this is the devil that we're dealing with. This is the devil that's coming against us. Hey, what can motivate you more than fighting against the devil? So all that civil wars and shit like that shit is not gonna work, against that nation, man. All right, and plus, fuck, it's an extension of the Persian Empire, man. All right, those people know that they are the Persians, man. Okay, so they not no newly found nation. All right, it ain't like I seen a Edomite, one of his videos. He went into, this ain't Venezuela. This is not fucking Venezuela. All right, this is a nation that has built a nuclear system. All right, they know how to enrich uranium. They have built hypersonic missiles. And hey, man, this is all because the Most High allowed the opposition to build and grow against this devil, man. Okay. It's a reason why no Israelite nation in a planet Earth has nuclear missiles, man. There's a reason for that. Okay, because we are in captivity and we are in bondage. Brazil ain't got no damn ICBMs, and Brazil is one of the most powerful um, Israelite nations. All right, I can say it like that. All right, what a majority of people in that country are Israelites. Okay, they're the strongest country. All right, that's the majority of Israelites is Brazil, and Brazil ain't got no damn ICBMs, man, and they never they never will. You know, and we can say these things with confidence because we understand the prophecies, man. We understand the scriptures. Okay, so certain things are just not gonna happen. Okay, because they have to be according to the scriptures, according to prophecy, man. Okay, so that's why ain't no West African nations that got no missiles. Ain't no Caribbean nations that got no missiles. All right, ain't no South and Central American nations that got missiles. All right, because that would go against the prophecy, man. You know, how the hell are you gonna be as in Deuteronomy 28 said? You know, that we are going to be in bondage, all right, under this fucking devil. How the hell are you in bondage and you got a damn nuke? You know? Knock it off, man. You know? So it's a lot going on in Babylon, man. It's a whole lot going on. All right? But the 2/3, all right, and these Babylonians, they're not going to get it. You know? They don't know what the hell is going on, man. All right? Trump loved cheap gas, but a military conflict in Iran could nearly double your price at the pump. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right now, the oil price right now is at around $66, per gallon. Okay. They are saying that if we go into Iran war, okay, and they cut off the Strait of Hormuz, the fuel prices will go up to $100 per barrel, all the way up to 150, and could go even higher than that, man. Okay, so the people are gonna be. They already poor. They already broke. They already in poverty. So imagine you going to the pump right now in Houston. It's like what, $2.25 for a gallon. All right, so imagine you go to the pump and it's $5 a gallon, man. You know, and that ain't happened since. Cause I work in oil and gas, man. That ain't happened since the like, what was it, like 2015, 2016? You know, these people can't survive that shit. All right, the average American cannot survive, paying $5 at the goddamn pump, man. Okay, so this war is gonna cause a lot of chain events. Okay, people just thinking, oh, Iran is they ain't nothing. They a small nation, man. You out your damn mind, man. That's one of the biggest nations that America has came up against since World War II. Because they're stronger than Vietnam, they're stronger than Iraq, they're stronger than Afghanistan. All right. So this is a a worthy foe, how they would say. All right, and they are backed, all right, by Russia and also China, man. Okay, so this is a big deal, man. I'm at work. Jake want to play and talk about this and that. I'm trying to see what the hell is going on in the Middle East, man. All right? Because once it get cracking, everything is going to change. All right? And we'll see. It's Saturday. It's almost 8 o'clock. So maybe the Nero, he won't do an attack today. We'll see what happens. And the Iranian, the dude Khamenei, all right, he said that he's gonna send a letter, all right, back to back to Babylon, all right, with a counter negotiation or whatever, all right. And Nero said if it ain't what he want, what he looking for, all right, he gonna strike, all right. So we're gonna see, man. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second war was past, And behold, the third woe coming quickly, man. So that third woe is coming quickly. All right. And the men of the Lord, man, we are rejoicing. Okay. We want this third world war to come, man. This third woe to come. Okay. Because that's a significant prophecy, man. All right. But ultimately, we know that third world war won't come until the MOTB, is put out into the planet Earth. Okay. So we watching all of these prophecies, man, and we charting it. We closer than we ever been, being in this truth. Okay, because the technology is there, the 6G is ramping up. Okay, the conflicts are ramping up. The financial collapse is ramping up. Okay, so they the elites, they downgraded silver, downgraded gold, downgraded the precious metals, with their manipulation. But man, hey, pretty soon that shit is gonna be, shooting through the roof, man. And then the US dollar is gonna fucking tank. And what is Babylon gonna do? They gonna say, hey, we know that the US dollar don't mean shit no more. All right, you can't buy nothing with it. You can take a wheelbarrow up there with $100 bills and come back with a with a sack of potatoes like in Venezuela. While everybody was laughing at Venezuela, laughing at Asher, that's what's gonna happen here in Babylon. Okay, so go ahead and get into that blockchain. All right, by taking this MOTB, man. Okay. That's how you're going to be able to buy. That's how you're going to be able to sell. All right. That's how you're going to be able to keep your property. Okay. Because, hey, man, you can own all the property in the world. Okay. But if you can't pay them taxes, all right, you can't pay the electricity bill, can't pay the water bill. All right. How long will you, truly have that property, man? You won't have it for long. Okay. That's why if you refuse that MOTB, man, prepare to be ostracized from society. Prepare to be labeled a criminal. Okay? Esau gonna say, you stopping progression, man. We try to make a safe world for everybody. If you, just like with the Juicy Juice, that was the prelim. Like Joe Biden, get vaccinated. You making other people sick. That's what they gonna say with the RFID, man. Okay? Well, we can't secure that everybody's safe. If you ain't got it, what are you, a criminal? What you afraid? We just want to track everybody. Well, what's the problem? Oh, you the guy that breaking people's houses. You the guy that breaking people's cars. You the guy that's a rapist. That's why you don't want the. That's why you don't want it. That's what this devil about to come with, man. You're gonna be public enemy number one. All right. This Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay? So the scriptures say the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, man. All right? And we know that the Lord, Yahweh, is a Lord of armies, man. It's funny because a dude, like I said, I got this new job, man. You got a lot of Northern Kingdom in there, and they on a super conspiracy tip, and this one Northern Kingdom, this older dude, oh, well, the God of the Bible, he loves war, he this and that, he always want to sacrifice and this and all this shit, really talking a lot of shit. All right, I really be having to hold back a lot at the goddamn plantation, man, but that's exactly right, man. The Lord is a man of war. Okay? He controls all the armies of the world however the hell he sees fit. Okay? And according to prophecy, man. All right? He don't give a damn about what a fucking bugged out Iscarite got to fucking say about it, man. Okay? Not at all. All right? And a lot of your mouths are going to be stopped, man. You proud ass Israelites. All right? That's all throughout Babylon running your fucking mouths. All right? You got so much to say. The Most High is going to humble you in that day, man. Okay? Because you don't know what the fuck you even talking about. All right, you have no clue who you are talking about, man. You handling the scriptures through a damn Christian perspective, man. You have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay? But it says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will. So that's why these nations, one minute, oh yeah, we good. We're gonna work out a peace treaty. Next minute they sending missiles at each other. Okay? Because the Most High is in their minds, man. Just like the Most High got into the mind of Pharaoh. Okay? Pharaoh let Israel, the Most High told Pharaoh to let Israel go. All right? And soon after that, after they had got all the abundance from the Egyptians, you know, got their gold, got their precious metals, got their cattle, you know, uh, them damn Egyptians was giving Jake shit, you know, for they left. Then, you know, the Most High put it in Pharaoh's mind to go after Israel. Okay? That's the power of the Most High, all right? And, to fulfill his prophecies, man. Okay? You people are nothing but a bunch of pawns, all right, in the Most High's chess game. All right? We pawns ourselves. Okay? You know? But we gonna, but the difference is, you know, we're going to be made from pawns, you know, to kings in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because Yahweh Shah said we're going to be joint heirs with him, man. Okay? So the men of the Lord, you know, Lord willing, you know, we just play our role, man. Okay? We ain't sitting there fucking questioning the Most High. The scriptures say the Most High's mind is not your mind, man. Okay? That's like that little fucking badass kid. You know, they got a father that get on his ass. Man, my daddy don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. You know? I'm going to do what I'm going to do. How do life turn out for that little fucking rebellious nigga most of the time? All right? The nigga ends up in living a fucking death style, man. Okay? But that's all I had. You know, I pray this lesson is edifying. And shalom.